So following on from my last video about the new wave of black women wearing hair extensions that mimic their natural hair texture, in this particular video, I will be talking about where you can purchase these textures, and the places that I will mention should cater to a wide variety of budgets. So for those who have a tighter budget, to those who don't mind spending a pretty penny on some good hair extensions or wigs. So the first place is Her Given Hair. So this is a very popular black owned US brand that is well renowned for always producing and providing great quality hair in all textures, especially type 4 hair. I think this is one of the first places that I actually saw that catered to type 4 hair when I first went natural, and I haven't bought from them yet. And the main reason is because I just don't want to wait for the shipping time, but I know it's pretty good for the girls in the US and in the Caribbean, I assume. So I would definitely say to have a look if you haven't already. It can be pretty pricey though, so if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, you can try an online store like Eunice Hair. I'm not sure if Eunice Hair is black owned, but I see a lot of black women buy hair from this store and also a lot of brand ambassadors for this particular store. I do see that they have many different types of hair extensions and they do have a cheaper price tag, but a cheaper price tag doesn't always mean that the quality is worse. However, I will say this, I do recommend you read the reviews before buying any product, especially from cheaper websites. Bonus point if the product reviews include images of the people actually wearing the hair, so you can actually see the blend match. So Eunice Hair is a US owned cheaper alternative. There is also a UK brand that is more on the cheaper side, and it's called Shorire Hair, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it's a black owned hair brand. And I recently came across this brand on TikTok, and I'm glad I did because the prices seem pretty affordable. They're more on the lower end of the scale. And judging from the reviews, the quality seems to be pretty good. Again, that goes to show that you don't have to break the bank to look good while embracing and enhancing your natural beauty. Next one on the list is Silken Supply. So Silken Supply is an online black owned UK brand, and the promo I've been seeing lately from this brand in particular is very convincing. I have heard pretty good reviews as well. The quality looks great, and I see that on their site they sell U-part wigs, lace closures, and also light Yaki straight bundles as well as Kinky straight, if I'm not mistaken. However, it can be a bit more pricier compared to other online stores. Another US black-owned brand that I recently came across is Melanj Hair. I actually came across this brand when somebody commented under my previous video about this brand. This made me go on their website, and I love how interactive their website is. They have a whole quiz asking questions about your hair, if you're a beginner, if you're a professional, if you are a seasoned naturalista. Then they use those answers to tailor your search results and present you with products that would be more suitable for you, which is so good because that cuts down the research time, which is always a bonus, because who wants to spend hours on end on a website trying to find something? Like at that point, you're just over it. It is a similar price point to Hair Given Hair, so bear that in mind. To All My Black Girls is another brand, in particular a Congolese owned UK brand, and it costs slightly less than the other brands that I mentioned. So this can also be a great option too. I remember this brand was particularly started by a social media personality named Nunu. And if anyone from the UK remembers the show Backchat, you would know who Nunu was because she was a very integral part of the cast. I didn't really watch it that much, but I would see clips here and there. Ruka Hair is another UK black owned brand, but the founder is Zimbabwean, and it has grown in popularity in the last couple of years since it started. I remember I actually bought a kinky curly ponytail from them 2 years ago. I think it was 22 inches, if I'm not mistaken. And the quality of hair is still so good, just like when I bought it. They also sell human braiding hair, which is something that I have actually seen the rise of recently after the whole talks about how harmful synthetic braiding hair is. Going on to the next one on the list, Amazon. Good old Amazon is where I purchased my first V-part wig and also my first set of clip-in extensions, Kinky Straight. And the V-part wig was a Yaki Straight. I have not had a problem with any of these products. In fact, they've been pretty good. But do keep in mind that some vendors have been known to mix synthetic hair fibers with the virgin hair that they claim is 100% virgin hair. Amazon is a great place to find all you need, really, especially when it comes to hair care. Pretty much all the products I use to maintain my leave out and other general hair care bits and bobs come from Amazon. Just bear in mind that the longer the hair, the more it will cost, but that applies for pretty much any store that sells hair. Shein. Surprisingly, Shein is another place I have come across that sells hair. And I was quite shocked when I first found out because I thought it was just an online store that sells clothes and accessories. But it turns out that they have a whole section dedicated to hair. Within that section, Kinky and Yaki straight textures are included. Places like Shein do have very shady practices in regards to the products that they sell and also how they treat their workers. That's why it's at the bottom of the list. I don't really want to promote it as a first choice. Same with Amazon. I know that not everyone has the same budget or not everybody wants to spend a lot of money on hair. So, of course, some things in life are way more important than having 24-inch bundles. I would say that if you are starting to wear natural wigs, hair extensions, or if you're thinking of starting to wear them and you don't want to spend a lot of money on the hair for whatever reason, maybe you are trying to figure out which length suits your face frame better, or you want to experiment with dyeing the hair into a different color or shade and you don't want to potentially ruin the hair by doing so, Amazon, Unis, and Shein are probably the places that I would recommend you have a browse through first, and then you can go on to the more expensive, pricier sites. Just do what works for you. This is the list I came up. Yeah. Feel free to share more stores in the comment section and let us know about your experiences with these particular shops if you have bought any hair from these stores, and I will see you in the next one.